Trans protesters sue Miami-Dade County for violating their civil rights while in custody. 3 transgendered people, Gabriela Amaya Cruz, Christian Pallidine, and Ángel Jae Torres Bucci, filed suit in federal court against Miami-Dade County for abuse they suffered while in custody after being arrested at protests for Black Lives Matter back in 2020. They have all filed suit in U.S. District Court for the Southern District of Florida to ensure that Miami-Dade County's policies regarding the health, safety, and dignity of transgender people in county jails are brought up to meet the standards required by the Constitution as well as state and federal law. Correctional staff undertook illegal strip searches, called them degrading and humiliating names such as it, hermaphrodite, and, most disgustedly, woman with a dick. They addressed them and referenced them using the wrong gender pronouns, threatened their safety, manhandled and physically hurt them, forced them to remove personal accessories that aligned with their gender, isolated them in solitary cells, denied them medical treatment, and required them to wear clothing associated with the wrong gender in order to be free from jail. And I would just like to point out that they were at a Black Lives Matter protest, and they went through all of this. The treasonous rioters, the treasonous insurrectioners at the Capitol just walked home. And maybe someone would charge them. Maybe they'd be allowed to turn themselves in. And just the contrast is just devastating.
Look, they shouldn't have been treated this way, John. I am in agreement with you there, honey. But the reality is that, sorry to the few that aren't. Most correctional staff are a-holes. They're not nice people. And once you go there and you're arrested, your rights are basically null and void. You are just treated like an animal. I've had plenty of my friends that have been arrested, and they're told all these awful names, and they're strip searched, and all the things that these women went through is common. It really is. I don't know if this law, this suing will go much further.
Faye, I hear your observation, and correctional facilities have employees that fall into a certain mold. Does it surprise any of you, however, we're not talking about Birmingham, Alabama, or Mobile, Alabama. We're talking about Miami-Dade County, an incredibly blue, generally progressive community that is completely ignoring the standard of rights that we would expect in a very blue city and county. Does it surprise you that this is going on?
I'm not sure it's as blue as you think it is. I think it's been purpley for some time, and we just talked about this in the last story. Also it's not just local politics, but also it's state politics and certainly national politics. And to peeling off some of these different points, this is not just a story about transphobia, and of course the violence of transphobia is so clear here, but also one against people of color, that it's very clear about the violence of the state of carcerality, of what it is. Why do we put people in these spaces that are so dangerous, stripping people of their humanity in the first place? There's a lot to peel back here on.
LGBTQ plus news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Laura are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out television network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth of the entire LGBTQ